Okay, right,
You
going
know me.
live. Going live.
Yay, going live. Going live.
Going live.
Yay, I can see us. We're there.
Yeah. Hi, everybody.
Tuesday afternoon,
How's
I think.
everyone? How is everybody doing?
Has everyone made it to Tuesday? Oh, what's the weather like where everyone is as well? I've been freezing.
Sunny here, but it's a cold wind. It's supposed to be very warm the next few days, though.
But have you seen the forecast for the weekend?
Yeah, we're not discussing that.
No, please don't discuss that because I bet it's going to be where I am. I'm telling you, Sunday. If it is, I'm not going running. I'm staying at home. I'm hiding in my bed.
That's not fun, is it?
No.
I've gone wrong somewhere. Oh, I can see where I've gone wrong.
How was your barbecue?
It was very nice. Thoroughly enjoyed not having to do the cooking.
Excellent.
And being able to delegate some of it to himself. I did get landed with loading the dishwasher and stuff afterwards and cleaning. But he did put the barbecue away itself and brushed all of that down and cleaned it off. It was still warm, so I put the cover on it the following morning once it had thoroughly cooled.
Yeah.
He brought all the utensils in and he didn't waz off with my little, the gas lighter clicky thing for your hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I'm stupid enough to leave that anywhere, that disappears.
It's like a toy.
Well, I don't know if he's occasionally smoking, if I'm honest. He says not, but it's amazing how lighter fluid gets used up, and I've never yet filled my lighty clicky thing for the gas, and I only use it when we've got a power cut.
Either that or he's a pyromaniac on the quiet.
Yeah, it could be that, but it's never cleared his bedroom.
No, he probably goes off somewhere, those abandoned warehouses and things. We got one of those burning barrels from B&Q last year, and Callum took great pleasure in burning all sorts of stuff in it.
Yeah, we used to have one of those. That was one of Jake's dad's passions was burning and composting.
Is it a male thing?
It wasn't, because I was the one who wanted a garden, and we got this little house in Barrow with a lovely little garden front and back.
Yeah.
Corner plot, so lots more room than the others. And it was me who decided what went where, and then he hurt his back. He had an injury at work, and all of a sudden he was at home, and I would come home from work and there'd be a path laid out with hose pipe on the ground for a curved path, and then he'd have things marked out with different colours for different beds, and he turned it into a beautiful cottage garden. But from that moment on, it wasn't mine anymore. I never really got the enjoyment out of it. It was nice to sit out, but if I did any weeding or anything else, what are you doing?
That's a bit sad.
Yeah.
I'd have been quite happy to let someone do all my weeding.
Well, yeah, I never really minded jobs like that. I don't like digging. I'm not particularly digging. I probably have got the right power to weight ratio for that particular task, but I'm not.
Get that spade in there.
Yeah, so what's everybody crafting at the minute? I'm working on a wee baby cardigan.
It is beautiful. And we haven't gone from moss stitch into custard mode and got rib.
No, although I did get moss stitch in the rib at the beginning.
Okay. That's a new one.
Yeah, and then I got confused about what rows to put my buttonholes on, and then thought, no, I'm going to change this. And I was about, there on this.
Right.
So of course I put buttonholes in either side, unless it's for a specific known baby that I know what it's going to be. put buttonholes either side, and then whichever side I don't need gets sewn up when I put the buttons on.
Does it matter anyway about, you know, for a girl?
I don't think it does matter, but some people are unbelievably funny about it.
Yeah.
And if you're knitting for someone who's also got grandparents that knit, I've had one or two sort of diggy comments about, oh, the buttonholes are on the wrong side, or I do it differently. Or sort of one person said, oh, well, yeah, I suppose if you'd woven the ends of the crochet blanket in a bit neater, it'd be absolutely perfect. So I just responded and said, well, you're welcome to do it your fucking self.
It's
No,
just
and I won't be rushing to give 100 hours of my time to their family anytime soon, you know.
It's just, that's terrible. There's no need for that.
Yeah, it's
I'm not
point scoring, and the thing is, they could have gone out and found the same patterns and made them, but
yeah,
they didn't.
no, didn't put the time and effort in.
No.
I'm not making anything.
Are you just feeling a bit blah?
I am. I'm just like, nah, I don't know. Yesterday I didn't seem to do anything but sleep. Today I haven't really done much but sleep. I have got a niggly headache, but I don't know. I'm not sure if my tummy's not quite right, and I feel a bit bloated and as if I've eaten stuff I shouldn't have eaten, but I don't think I have. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just feeling the effects of being locked up now.
Could be that, or it could be a very, very mild case of CBA 19.
I think I've definitely got CBA. I've got to go to the shops tonight, and I really, really CBA. But I need to because I've got no fruit, and you know I already can't fit into one pair of jeans. And if I'm going to carry on fitting into the pair that I've got on at the minute, I really can't move onto the crisps and the biscuits.
No.
I've already eaten far too much chocolate, so I have to go shopping. I have to go and get some fruit. So, yeah, it is what it is. Yeah. And, you know, tomorrow I'll get up and I'll have to have words with myself.
Yeah. I
did get on the treadmill this morning, though.
Oh, well done.
Yeah, I did make myself do that. And it's really weird. I don't get it. I do not know how this works out. All my splits, right? So I went for 32 minutes again. I always run for 32 minutes, see how far I can get in the time. Because my aim is to get my 5K in that 32 minutes. So I'm trying to keep the time the same, but get faster within it, if that makes any sense.
Mm-hmm.
So today all my splits were faster than they were on Thursday, yet I didn't go quite as far. So I don't know how that works out. I just don't know what's going on. But it's fine, it's fine. I was only like 0.2 of a mile off what I got on Thursday. So I don't think anyone's going to know, are they, really?
It's fine.
It's fine. The main thing is I got up and I got on the treadmill and I did it.
Oh, exactly.
And you've been doing your exercises?
I haven't today.
You did them yesterday, though.
Yeah, I did 6 days last week.
There you go. See, you need at least 1 day a week off.
Yeah, although I'm sort of feeling a bit antsy and a bit like I should be doing something. So I've been sprinting up and downstairs, and I've sorted out a load of bedding, and I've done a load of washing and, you know, carrying stuff around the house. So I've done a reasonable amount of steps, you know.
Yeah.
Well, for lockdown steps anyway.
It's still good though.
Yeah, it's still moving.
Yeah.
I've got all the pillowcases washed, and I suppose I'll have to iron them at some point. My plan with the spare pillowcases, because I buy single duvet sets for the dog bedding.
Yeah.
And put the duvet into, obviously, the duvet cover, and then I sew that shut, because otherwise Mocha chews off the little fasteners, opens it up, and then one of them starts chewing the duvet after that point. So in an attempt to make them last a bit longer, I just whip stitch them shut.
Yeah.
So I always have pillowcases kicking around. I've posted some off to somebody who's going to make them into bags for the NHS. And then I thought, if I'm going to have to make some masks and stuff, Mum and Dad can't sew anything.
No.
Dad's never, well, he's been taught to hand sew, but hasn't done any of that for centuries. And my mother just can't see it. And I thought, if anybody's going to have to make them some masks, then it's probably going to be me. It's certainly not going to be my brother. And they're going to need them if they're going to continue to go shopping, because it's going to come at some point where it's mandatory face coverings, let's face it.
Yeah.
So I thought pillowcases at least have got that folded bit. It has like pillowcase, doesn't it?
They do, yeah.
Technically, that's already actually 3 layers. So if they're wide enough with a bit of judicious and careful cutting, there might be enough to get 2 masks and just do 1 seam on the side of each, which is less sewing. So, excuse me, less battling with said machine, assuming I can get it to play. And I've made it very plain that you get whatever cotton is on the machine, because I ain't changing threads. And I am not doing that stupid bobbin thing again, unless it's a fun point.
Wind up, bobbing up.
Yeah, so I said they're going to be very plain. They'll be in whatever fabrics I've got. You'll have to like them and love them, and that's that. So they seem happy at that. And my backstop position is that there's really only possibly going to be 1 seam and then the pleating of the mask. But I could hand stitch that, and I could sit and do that of an evening with me overhead lights and things onto it, and I don't know, bottle end glasses, so that I can actually see what's going on. I mean, the biggest challenge is always threading a wretched needle.
Oh yeah, especially in the dark.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I need one. I keep saying to Caitlin, because she keeps asking, "Oh, I want to do more on the sewing machine." I was like, "Oh, you need to sew me a mask. You keep sending me out into the disease-ridden world, and you haven't made me a mask yet." So eventually, I might get one. Maybe.
No commitment, is there? Although there was that quite good tutorial of using a sleeve off a t-shirt, which I thought was desperately clever.
I think I'll just put a cowl on for now.
Jake's got those buff things that can
put
to about 4 layers and put up.
I've got some running buffs I might put on. I don't know if it was on the BBC News, but it was definitely on the ITV News a couple of days ago. It might have been Monday, actually, because it was definitely on there. Dr. Hillary was incredulous. You know, it's compulsory to wear masks in shops in America now, isn't it? This woman, no word of a lie, had gone in, and the guy behind the till was asking her, like, what have you done to your mask there? So she had the proper surgical looking ones, you know, like the scrub ones, and she literally cut a square out there because she said it was too difficult to breathe through it. I mean, there are just no words, are there, really?
No, I mean, Nita was saying in the after party group that she's sort of struggling at the minute because she's working and has been going right through, and they're saying that it'll be mandatory for her to wear a mask, but she gets claustrophobic. So they're going to have to come up with another solution for her, because she just cannot wear a mask for a long period of time. And whether that means she has to have, you know, the sort of the scary kind of outbreak type ones where it's like a space helmet. That might be the stuff they have to do for it, or they maybe have to go with like a plastic acetate thing.
Like a shield.
Yeah, and go with that and hope for the best. But they'll have to figure out a way. You know, if it's going to cause someone anxiety attacks and asthma and trigger all manner of things, you can't force it on them.
I know my stepdaughter really doesn't like wearing them. Where she's receptionist in A&E, and they're behind obviously big plastic thingies, but they've also got to wear the PPE on their faces. And she said it's horrendous. They're not allowed to take any water or anything in with them, and they have to sit for 4 hours at a time in this stuff, and then they're allowed to go and have a short break in the staff room where they can take it off, have a drink and put something else on. But obviously she's pregnant and she's finding it really, really difficult. I've had the conversation that she shouldn't be working, but you know, she's not listening to me, so I can't do anything else.
It's a difficult one.
Yeah,
it's a difficult one because she obviously wants to do the right thing by everybody else, but she's also got to look after her own care.
Exactly. Yeah, but anyway, it is going to come. It will come eventually. I think it will be one of the things that they say that you need to do to be able to go on public transport at the very least.
Checking to see if we've got any comments. No, I don't think we've got anybody here today.
I don't think anyone's with us on a Tuesday afternoon.
They might all be busy.
Probably all doing lovely things in the sunshine. I think it's been raining down south, but I think the rest of the UK is okay, isn't it? And I'm not sure. I think America's got some heavy wind at the moment.
Oh, is it?
Saw some stuff on the news. There was some footage of one guy clinging to life on a roof and hoping not to get blown off, and some people on goodness knows what they were doing out there. You know, when they get the big tower blocks and they have the window washers in the thing that goes up and down, and that was going bush, 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 and how they were staying in there, I have no idea.
Yeah, I think you'd be knocking on someone's window and going, "Open this up,
let me in."
Do it right now.
And then they open the curtains and go, "No, social distancing."
Yeah.
I'm not letting you in. So did you watch your new Star Wars movie yesterday for Star Wars Day? And what did you think of it?
I quite enjoyed it. I mean, it's not got the same power in terms of storytelling as the originals. But I thought as a way of ending the series, they tied up the loose ends. It wasn't the ending I expected.
It wasn't the ending I wanted.
I'm not sure what I wanted, but it certainly wasn't what I expected. I thought it was quite clever, and it was well acted, and it was fun.
I think because I'm a hopeless romantic, I would have liked him to be a good guy and then them get together and everybody lived happily ever after. But that's not.
Spoiler alert.
Well, sorry, spoiler alert, forgot that. But you know, we have to remember that not everybody is like me with my girly. Let everybody fall in love and everybody lives happily ever after.
Yeah, it's a difficult one, isn't it? Because you kind of want to see people settled when you're not going to see those characters again, potentially. So you sort of want it all to work out.
It's all got to be a fluffy ending for me, and it's not the series that wants a fluffy ending, let's be honest, is it?
No, it's not. But yeah, I quite enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was good, wasn't it?
I would certainly watch it again. And then my mother has started watching The Mandalorian.
Oh. Does she like it?
Loves it.
Oh, excellent.
3 episodes back to back, which is a lot for my mother to concentrate on.
Yeah. Caitlin's like that. She's not a good binge watcher. We just finished Liar today.
Oh, right.
About to come off the ITV player. So we had to watch series 1 on BritBox. And then series 2 was on the ITV player. Now, I said to Caitlin, it's very likely that it's going to go on to BritBox. But knowing our luck, it'll be next year or something. So we decided to try and plough through it all. And we had to do it in a few sittings. Like, she'd come and sit with me and watch 2 episodes and then go off for a few hours. And then she'd come back and watch another one. And whereas me, I'd have just sat and watched it all in one day.
Yeah, I've been watching this morning after I'd got fed up with the news. I put on, and I was up early. I was up before 6,
Wow.
I was watching In the Thick of It.
Peter Capaldi.
Yeah.
I've never actually watched it.
I know a lot of people in politics, and from what they say, that's just what it's like. So
It's on
yeah,
Netflix, isn't it?
yeah, it's a more aggressive Yes Minister.
Right, a more modern version of it.
There's a lot of swearing
I don't mind a bit of swearing.
and shouting and testosterone.
It sounds like the real deal as well, though, doesn't it?
What's the name today? Is it Joanna Scanlon who's in that No Offence on ITV, the cop drama?
I know that name, Joanna Scanlon. I'm not sure. I can't put a face to it.
Curvaceous lady, depending on what she's in. In this, she's got dark hair, but in No Offence, she's a blonde.
I've not seen No Offence.
It's quite good. It's a Manchester cop drama. It's very clever and it's very funny at times.
I like British crime and comedies.
Oh yeah, I quite enjoyed that one.
So yeah, my plan for this evening is when I finish talking to you, go and get something to eat and then wait to go shopping. I'm gonna try Tesco's tonight, I think, because I'm sick of the people in Morrison's just doing whatever they want to do.
It's just rude, isn't it?
It is rude. So I'm going to try Tesco, see how we get on.
The only complaint I had from our Tesco's here is somebody moaned that while the customers were behaving, it was hard to predict which direction staff would be going in as they were stocking.
Oh, yeah.
And I think the problem is they're just going in the direction that's fastest for them. So just get past them quickly, and if you're wearing a mask, you're protecting them.
It's supposed to be 3 minutes anyway, isn't it, or something?
I think it's something like that. I think if you brush past someone in a corridor, it's not really an issue because it's seconds of contact. But
yeah,
10 minutes stood nattering close together would most certainly be an issue.
Not good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be fine. So yeah, and then I started reading The Witcher last night.
What did you think?
Well, I'm only 30 pages in, but I'm quite enjoying it so far. I mean, I used to read a lot of fantasy books when I was a teenager anyway, so it's quite good.
One of my favourites was always Legend by David Gemmell.
Oh, I've not read that. The Crystal Shard. And Anne McCaffrey, is it, or someone? She was quite a good one.
I've never heard of that one.
The Crystal Shard was brilliant. It's like a full series of books. I nicked off my brother. He was reading them, and I was always waiting for him to finish the next one so I could have it. Enjoyed those. So yeah, I'll have to see if Michelle's got any of the others. Oh, we're flashing. It's beautiful. So is that the back and the front's all in one?
It is, yeah.
See, that's the way I like to work.
I think I've lost a side marker somewhere, but never mind. It'll turn up.
It'll be when you've found another one and put it in, then the original one turn up.
Yeah, because that's just how life always does it, isn't it?
Yeah. I lost a stitch holder the other day, and I was convinced I hadn't put it away. And do you think I could find it? I was chucking blankets all over the place. And then I sat back down, and there it was, just sitting there. I sometimes swear there's somebody, there's somebody in my house. I've got a spirit in my house that just picks things up and hides it for 10 minutes and then puts it down in plain sight.
Yeah, it's not funny, is it?
It's obviously funny to them.
Well, yeah.
Either that or it's Arthur that's doing it. Do you reckon?
It could be Arthur.
It could be Arthur, couldn't it? With his opposable thumbs. Yeah.
So at least I managed to get some worming medicine down.
Oh.
Morning. I cheated. It's a tincture with droppers, and I mean it. All right, there's plenty in it, but measuring out 80 drops per weight, and I thought, what have I got in the cupboards that have I got a dog syringe or something? I can put this into a glass, pick it up with the syringe, squirt it down the back of her throat, and then it's done in one, and step back before she coughs it all over me.
Yeah.
I thought, well, we'll try that. And then I found a puppy feeding bottle that's about that tall with a little tiny teat on the top. So I measured it into the puppy bottle. And she sat nicely for me. She was not going to open her mouth. She decided this was medicine. This isn't anything good. We're not opening the mouth, but I managed to get her lips parted enough so that I could force it between her teeth and do a great big squirt of this wormwood tincture stuff down the back of it. And the face on it was like a slapped backside. She was so unhappy. And then she spent the next 10 minutes kind of going out.
You didn't give her something to take the taste away?
Give her a biscuit, and then of course the other one had to have a biscuit.
Well, obviously, yeah.
That was the one displaying the symptoms, and you have to give these 80-something drops 3 days in a row.
Right.
So I'll do her again tomorrow and the day after, and then see how she is, and then we'll try it with the other one, who's not actually displaying any symptoms, but should probably be dosed anyway.
Just in case.
Yeah.
See, Arthur is the strangest dog you've ever come across, right? He loves medicine. He thinks that you are giving him something special, a nice little treat. So if he's ever got anything off the vet that's liquid, I just stand there and show him I'm squirting it on his dinner, and he starts drooling, and he's like, yeah, gimme. And even tablets, you just break it in a couple of pieces and put it on the top of his dinner, and he can't wait to get at it. I have never known a dog like it.
No, mine are smarter than the average bear when it comes to tablets, and their mother was a nightmare because they used to give her these horse pills for her kidneys. And they said, oh, just grind them up and put them in the food. You could put one little granule in the food and she would not eat the entire lot. And as soon as she had the pestle and mortar coming out, that bit, she'd be gone.
Yeah.
So I ended up having to wrap them in ham and then wrap that in bread and, anything to try and convince her that it was something else. And the number of times it had been down her neck for about 10 minutes, and then you'd bring it back and just gob the tablet on the floor, having eaten all the rest, and then just look at you as if to say,
See, I'd much rather have my doggy who just takes it and thinks that this is great, and aren't I a lovely mummy giving him treats?
Yeah.
So much easier.
Far too smart for that. With little tablets, the sort of standard over-the-counter worming tablets, and I'm trying to move to more natural stuff with the pair of them. But with the standard worming tablets, I can just wrap those in ham or force them into a little tiny piece of cheese or something, and then we'll sit and we'll wolf that, and it doesn't touch the sides, and nobody knows they've even had a tablet.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're nearly outsmarted me with this. But bested by Labradors.
I don't know. It's funny, isn't it, considering that they would normally eat everything and anything.
Oh, and who did the most idiot of things yesterday? Hands up, everybody.
I'm guessing that would be you, because I didn't really do anything yesterday.
When I don't know what came over me, and I'm glad it's one off today, but I stripped the beds and I washed the bed in and dried the bed in. Oh God,
what did come over you?
I know. I swept the floor, vacuumed the floor, mopped the floor, scrubbed the bathroom.
Yeah.
Dishwasher, about 3 loads of laundry, all that. I'm bouncing around the house like nobody's business. Yeah, well, exactly. Honestly, what was going on? And then I'm watching my film and I go to bed. It was about 20 past 10. I was a bit late. I generally go between sort of 9:30 and 10 o'clock. Yeah. And I still go upstairs. Who hasn't remade the bed?
Oh, no.
That's just, honestly, it sucks. It completely sucks. You just think, seriously? How is that even possible? That,
No, it's not funny, but it is funny.
yeah.
Yeah,
So I think I'm ready to start my front shaping on this now.
it's beautiful.
I think so. And the front shaping starts with the next buttonhole, so that's okay. I don't need to count because I know what row I'm on.
Excellent.
So that's good.
No, I haven't picked anything up. Just been sort of like sleeping or stared at the TV a bit.
Makes me wonder if you've got a very mild dose of you know what.
Don't say that because I have to go shopping. No one else is going to do it for me.
But you haven't got masses of symptoms. You've got no cough.
I'm just tired with a headache.
Yeah, I had a very bad headache at the beginning.
But then I do get headaches.
Well, and there could be hormonal headaches. Are you on the
And
mini pill or the standard pill?
I'm on the mini pill.
Because that generally helps. But yeah, if you're stressed at all.
Yeah, and also I think I'm tired because I have for 2 nights in a row taken the cocodamol.
Right.
So that just knocks me out. It's like, yeah, this is ridiculous. Yesterday I couldn't play my flute. I had the pain. It was right across the front and then into my temple and kind of down my neck. So I don't know if maybe it started off by me sleeping funny.
Could have been.
I honestly I don't know, but it's fine. I took the weekend off from doing any work or anything like that, really. And then I've just taken the last 2 days off as well. I haven't looked at Facebook. I haven't looked at Ravelry. I haven't looked at anything all the last 4 days, really. I think I might have had a little look at Facebook, actually. I might have liked a couple of posts, but that's about it, really.
Oh, well, you'd have missed the Queen thing that I sent you.
Oh, no, I did see that with Adam Lambert.
Yeah, did you see the one with the departure boards that I put on today?
Yes, I did see that one as well.
That was really clever.
That is funny. Well, it's not as if they've got much else to do in the airports at the moment, is it?
No, not really.
It's quite good that people can be a bit creative now, can't they?
Yeah.
They don't have to be quite so professional. We're all used to seeing inside everybody else's houses as well. It was quite funny because Anne sent me a photo of something, and I don't know where she's got it from, but it's about how the lockdown might be lifted in 4 phases.
Mm-hmm.
And phase 1 includes being able to exercise in small groups of no more than 4 people.
Right.
Possibly, like these social bubbles that they talk about, where you can say, oh, I'm going to have contact with these people and these people only. So you start to have a bit of social contact, but you're keeping it more contained. So I was like, oh my God, does that mean I'm going to have to start cleaning the house if we're going to do post-run coffee? I get more housework done in the 30 minutes before somebody comes round than I have the entire month of April during lockdown.
Yeah, well.
It's just really difficult, isn't it? I mean, who's got the enthusiasm to clean when you're the only people that's going to see it?
I don't know. I did manage to get rid of quite a bit of clutter yesterday, and I'm feeling happier about it.
Yeah, but I think that was you being a bit poorly. I think there was something wrong there.
I was probably running a fever.
Yeah, I think so.
Today got up at 8 o'clock.
What?
Today was up at 9:15.
Has he got insomnia?
Don't know.
What's wrong with him?
Well, I mean, I've not seen him since. He's asleep now. I might have been just getting ready for bed.
He's gone. Yeah, that's what it was. He wasn't up. He just hadn't gone to bed yet.
Could be that.
Nocturnal, like my son. My son went to bed at 5 o'clock this morning, and I got up at 5:30.
Well, no, he very often wakes me as he's going to the loo before going to sleep, and I'm about to get up. I don't know how you do it.
Yeah.
I wasn't even good at doing that when I was his age.
I've never been good at being up all night long. When me and Phil were first out in Saudi, young married couple, no kids. They used to have parties on the patio with the old homebrew, because obviously Saudi's a dry country, apparently. Apparently.
Well, unless you're in a restricted compound.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with the old grape juice that's been altered, shall we say. And they used to do sundowners and sun-uppers. So literally you would go for a sundowner and you would still be there drinking your sun-upper. I couldn't do it. I literally would have to leave them, go back home, go and get a few hours kipping, and then come back and collect him a little while later. Because it's just, I don't know what it is. I'm not good in the nighttime.
No, it's not something I'm particularly good at, but then again, I don't feel the need to be either.
And I don't feel I've ever missed out on anything.
There we go.
It's beautiful. How many buttonholes you got there?
Just on the fourth one is on the needles now.
Is it going to be 6 in total?
No, because it's preemie size.
So you're doing the shaping now?
I'm about to start I've started the first row of neck shaping for the V-neck. So
it'll only literally be 4 and then that's it. And then it'll go.
Yeah, because they're really tiny.
Yeah. You forget, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, I'll probably make a 3 to 6 month or something like that.
Yeah.
Of the larger sizes, and maybe one child one, I don't know. Depends if I can think of anyone that I like who might get it.
Could always donate it.
I could do. I mean, the little ones, once they've been photographed and stuff, can just go to the special care unit.
I mean, the bigger one you could just save, because there's bound to be babies coming out of this lockdown.
Oh, absolutely.
Divorces and babies.
Yeah. Somebody had put a meme and it was divorce lawyers and barbers / hairdressers looking at a big pile of money at the end of lockdown. And some of the hairdressers are saying that they're already booked 3 months ahead for when they do open.
How can they even take bookings though? Because you wouldn't know, would you?
I think they're taking a punt on the fact that it's going to happen in the next few weeks.
Right. Yeah, could you imagine you were that person that was organised and you'd got in there and you were like, yeah, go on, get me in, right? Okay, I'll give you this appointment, and they think that they're opening that week, so they put you in the first appointment, but actually it gets delayed by 2 weeks, so you end up being put right to the back of the queue because you're cancelled.
I'd move everybody back just because I don't like unfairness.
But that's what happens though, isn't it? If you have got an operation booked and it gets cancelled, you get put back, don't you? They don't move everybody else back out of the way.
Yeah, I remember I was in for one of my abdominal surgeries.
Right.
The anaesthetist came around to do the health chart, and he'd had a TIA, the same as I had, which was an oxygen bubble one, but he was on one of those big Air Force centrifuge things that they do.
Right.
And he had his then, and that's what caused the air bubble. So we were chatting about that, and then he went, do you know what DNCNL is? What abbreviation is that? And I said, well, let me chew, I don't know, but I don't even work here. I'm just the victim. And he ran off laughing, and he came back and it says, do not cancel. That's what it is. I said, why is that? And I said, that's because they've cancelled me 4 times now. The first time I was literally sat in the ward in my gown and my paper knickers waiting to go. And there was
frustrating.
He came in. Well, they've got to do what they've got to do. I understand that. But it was the second time, which had been organised for weeks, when they cancelled it on the day. That annoyed me. But Mike was on his way already and ended up having to drive down here for nothing.
Right.
And then the other time they were actually ready to do the operation. I'm sat there raring to go, and because my doctor hadn't referred me to the stroke specialist to be signed back as fit, they had to assume that I had had a stroke. They couldn't prove otherwise, and the anaesthetist wouldn't do the operation. So it ended up being done on the 4th run.
Oh,
yeah, I wasn't happy. But I'd had these conversations with my doctor beforehand, and I said, you know what they're like, this is going to be an issue. I want you to sort this out. I don't care if I have to go to elderly care and, you know, sit with a bunch of very old people waiting to have the test, because that's the sort of demographic at the stroke clinic. It does tend, not always, but a lot of them are older people. I said, I don't mind if I have to sit there all day to just get the all clear to have my operation, but what I don't want is to be continually cancelled and stuff. And he wouldn't listen. Well, after they'd sent me home with me paper knickers, he listened.
I bet you were feathers, weren't you?
I was furious, but actually Mike went ballistic.
Right.
He yelled his head off, which is not like him at all. He's generally fair. He's the quiet one, and I'm like the. But yeah, he really lost his temper with him. But it was all sorted out for the next one, and I got the checks. Because Dr. Barton, when he got the results of my brain scan, said, "Oh, it's satisfactory." Said, what do you mean satisfactory? Said, is it not a stunning thing of absolute beauty? Incredulous. What are you talking about? Satisfaction? This is my brain.
Of course. I mean, that's rude, isn't it? Hang on. We need something for that. Rude.
Well, yeah. What on earth is he on about? It's just.
Yeah.
Really bad.
Not on.
And I was joking with the nurse because she was laughing away at my reaction. And I said, "Oh, I bet you're great fun on a night out. How do I look, dear?" "Oh, satisfactory." Mister, not getting lucky later.
Yeah.
But when I had to take my dad in, he had some problems with blood clots on his chest.
All right.
It was the same doctor who came round and he went, "I know you two." Remember you, pointed at me.
Oh, hang on, right. This what I've just typed in satisfactory, and this is what I've got.
Oh my god. Okay.
So apparently that's satisfactory. In what planet? I don't know.
That's just
not satisfactory. I like it.
No.
Oh dear. Hey.
That was a nice one.
I wish they'd let them stay up a little bit longer. Some of them stay for about 10 seconds, and then others they just like flash on and they're gone straight away. You don't even get a chance to register what they are.
Yes, thank you, Coco. That's lovely.
Well, you know, obviously it's lovely because Coco's thought of you.
She's got a runny nose.
I've been trying to brush Arthur's underneath, you know, like, because obviously he's long haired. His back legs, on the inside of his back legs, they're just a little bit matted, and he won't let me in there.
That's because you're mean and cruel.
And because I chopped his bits off.
Well, not you personally. You just arranged the hit.
Well, you know, he still likes you rubbing in that area with the towel.
See, with my cat Marvin, when he went for his operation, I made sure that Kevin took him to the vet, and I picked him up afterwards and brought him home, and he blanked me for 3 days.
Do you think they know? They know what you've done to them?
I don't know. It was all over Kevin, like, I don't know what. Now, whether that was the case of I better be nice to him or he'll cut something else off.
Yeah, it could be worse next time.
Yeah.
Every time I go in this place, bits of me disappear. I mean, he is just so stupid. We go to the vets now, And he still wants to go round the back where they take the dogs in for their operations, you know, where they take them away and go, oh, say goodbye, see you later. They take them around the back. He tries to get in that door, even despite what happened in there. Honestly, there is something wrong with that dog. He's not the brightest bear, is he?
See, we get to the vets at Broughton, in fairness, which is this beautiful little village, and you park in the market square, and then you walk up to the vets. It's quite a narrow path, so we have to take a dog each, and they get a sniff of the vets, and that's it. You're dragging them along the pavement. You get into the vets, and it's a tiled floor, obviously, because of potential accidents. And one of them will pee on the floor. And then you get in there, and all you can hear is because they're stressing out about going in. And then the vet will look at them, and Mocha will sit there and just go. And she never does anything more, but they snarl and they're just there. Yeah, I'm just gonna warn you there. I'm really.
Yeah.
Whereas the other one, you could cut something off her. I remember her getting the little digital thing that goes in the neck.
Oh, the chip, the microchip.
Chip, yeah. When she was getting that fitted, and honestly, she's unbelievable because they gave them these little beefy chews as puppies, which were quite big to them. It must have looked like a feast.
Yeah.
Chew. Well, Coco's like, well, I've got something to eat. And looked up and went, what? It's absolutely numb. Whereas Mocha, you're giving me food and I don't like the smell of this place and there's something going on, and then and she howled and whined, and of course she was the one that bled and was really upset by it all, and my mother's cuddling her in the car on the way home while all the other pups are in the crate in the back. This one's like milking it for all it's worth, superb overacting. Whereas old Numbskull was, have you got any more of that food? That was quite nice. What was that?
Yeah, I like that.
They weren't on solids, I don't. Well, were they on porridge mixed with dry mix? There was something like that. Porridge with something.
Yeah.
They weren't onto proper grown-up dog food, and we were at the stage where we were going to wean them onto it in stages, slightly more in their food each day. And then you're not paying attention, and you sort of see something moving out the corner of your eye in the kitchen, and there's a fat Mocha as a little puppy inside Poppy's big dish of tripe dog food, just going, oh, this is like a food bath, and it's smeared all over her face, and she's picking it up with her paw and just shoveling it in like nobody's business.
Was she in a nice food coma later on?
Oh, honestly, I thought her belly was going to explode. It expanded so much, and I just thought we've killed her. That's it. But she had the biggest sneeze imaginable, and then just got up and did a big fart, and that was it, running around like a loony.
Sounds like me.
It's just what you need.
Sometimes, although not to be very ladylike, I did a big fart earlier on and the dog get up and gave me a disgusted look and walked out the room. Say, quote, sorry. To be honest, he is the least windy dog I've ever known. He doesn't make smells or noises or anything.
Isn't it funny that some are worse than others?
Yeah.
Coco does this thing of lying under your feet and then dropping her guts.
Yeah.
And then looking at you in disgust and going back to her bed and leaving you with it.
Well, because you obviously made that smell.
Well, and not to be indelicate, I mean, they're the sort of thing that either smack you full on the face or melt the hairs inside your nose. They're so toxic. And it's like, oh.
Oh, dogs are pleasant creatures, aren't they?
They are, yeah. So
Where's your blankie?
Which one? The
Anyone?
June.
Have you done any more on them since I
No,
spoke to you
I
on
haven't done
Sunday?
the other day.
No.
But this is the smallest version of the preemie cardigan, and it's inside out at the moment because I'm about to do a 3-needle bind off on the shoulders and the back neck to the pieces on there, and then there's a little DPN at the front that has got the band stitches on hold for the button
Beautiful.
band. Yeah, so that's just some Pantino cotton, 50-gram balls, and only recently, I think about that particular knot started the second ball.
That's all right then, isn't it?
So it goes quite a long way. I mean,
What
obviously
colour is that?
it's 0117.
Oh,
Yeah. Got a
invented.
name. We call it Tutti Frutti.
I like it. It's a bit like those fruit salad sweeties you used to get as a child.
Yeah, or refreshers or something.
Yeah.
I just think it's so pretty, and it's almost argyle in the way that it pools.
Yeah, it's lovely.
So I thought that would be fun.
I like it.
Yeah, that's for a 10-inch chest. You know, tiny, isn't it?
Titchy tiny.
Right, well, time to go, I think.
Yeah, I'm going to go and get a cup of tea, something to eat, and prepare myself mentally for the shops.
Yeah, well, enjoy.
Yeah, thanks.
I don't know if that's our tomorrow job or our Thursday job.
Right.
I think possibly tomorrow because I'm expecting a parcel on Thursday, but I won't know till tomorrow morning whether it's coming or not. They were supposed to deliver it Monday, but then I got a message 2 hours after they were meant to deliver it saying, "Oh, sorry, you got this message and it's too large a parcel." So it has to come with an actual Hermes van rather than the local courier, apparently. Well, they're paid by the number of parcels, so they don't want something that takes a whole back seat to the car.
Well, that's true, isn't it? Because you can't fit anything else in. So, yeah.
So it'll come later. But it was the dog duvet, my summer duvet.
Oh, yeah.
And they had an offer on some microfiber sheets and pillowcases. So I'd got navy for Jake, and a light brown sort of coffee colour for me, and a blush pink.
Oh, very nice.
It's most of the bedding that's in the house.
Yeah.
But it's only $2.99 or something for the sheets and $1.99 for the pillowcases, and I just thought, fine.
Yeah, why not?
It'll do.
Definitely. Sounds like a bargain to me.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'll let you know how I get on. If I survive.
Yeah, well, enjoy. And we'll see you. Are we on tomorrow?
Can do, or we can have a day off. It's up to you.
Don't mind really. We're still live. Maybe take tomorrow off because we do a longer one on a Thursday, don't we?
Yeah. So we'll have tomorrow off and see everyone for knit night on Thursday night.
Yes, and obviously clapping the carers when I have me clap.
Yeah. Well,
and Emma, fine.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea to me.
Right, well, see you Thursday then.
Yeah, see you later.
Bye.
Bye.